Here we are, as I promised, less than weekly since my first post on this new blog discussing the hows, the whys, and the what's that nows about podcasting. This tip, though, if you're not already using it, you are going to be so excited that I shared this with you. You're going to be so glad to learn it that you're welcome. And if the video and these links don't make much sense to you, then feel free to reach out to me. Email me, message me here, whatever, and I'll help you solve the problems that you're facing using this much better webcam that won't mean a discussion with your accountant or your partner. Your smartphone, whether Android or iPhone, has a pretty great camera on it, unless it's ancient. The back camera especially is what I'm talking about. The modern iPhones might even have 3 that include the ability to zoom. They also have the smarts to process those lenses in a way that's really pleasing to the eye. Features like portrait mode or studio lighting can be turned on and accessed even from your computer while using your phone as a webcam. I'm willing to bet that even if you've got a pretty good webcam shooting at 1080p right now, your phone would be a better camera when using the back camera, not the selfie lens. Watch this video to get the details. Click the links below in the show notes to get the gear that you need to set this all up, and then let me know if you're already using your phone as a camera, or if you owe me a frosty beverage of my choice the next time you and I see each other in person. If you happen to be an Apple user, both on your laptop or desktop computer and for your smartphone device, then you are in luck because this is all sort of built into the system. The fact of the matter is that Android beat us to this as far as being able to use your camera as a webcam. It's a feature in there for a long time, but it does take a little finagling and a little know-how in the settings to set it up. The links in the show notes include a guide from riverside.fm on how to use your phone as a camera, and it includes a great guide for the Android users in this audience. I personally am an iPhone user and I use a Mac instead of a Windows PC, so maybe some of this advice is not going to be useful, but the general knowledge will be very useful. If you happen to have an iPhone and a Windows PC, that combination works too. There's software in the show notes that will give you the access to your phone even on a Windows computer. All right, let's get into what you're going to need to make this happen. The first thing to make it easy is a MagSafe mount. There are all sorts of varieties of these. I've got a couple of ones myself. The one that I'm using right now to hold my phone currently on my computer is a little monitor top adapter, which sits on top of the monitor and sort of clips on there, and then has the magnets that snap onto the back of the case of my phone. The modern iPhones, all except for the iPhone SE, the latest version of it, does not have MagSafe built in, but all the other iPhones have magnets into the back of the case, so any of these MagSafe adapters will work. This one is from a company called Moment. This is also from Moment, a little bit fancier model. I like this one for handheld shooting in particular because it's got the grips, and it's got cold shoe adapters all across the top and the bottom, so you can screw it in all along the way to a tripod in portrait mode or in landscape, but you can also attach adapters so you can add on hard drives or microphone attachments or lights or anything like that that you might need to get the shot that you want. The point of these, though, is that they easily attach to any tripod. So you can put this on like a Gorilla Pod and wrap it around a piece of your desk. You can mount it on a mobile arm like my microphones are mounted to and screw it onto the top of that so that you can move your camera exactly where you want it and then just snap your iPhone into this MagSafe attachment and then snap it off when you're done and go about your day. I find that the ease of use is what makes this more accessible for people. Having to actually like screw your phone into a mount or squeeze out the, stretchy attachers and snap it into place. All of that makes this a little bit harder for folks, and it means that they won't make it a habit. They won't use their phone for every video call, which means they end up using it for no video calls or no recordings. get yourself a MagSafe attachment if you've got a MagSafe capable phone, or if you've got a case with magnets in it too. I'll also say that many of these companies that make magnetic attachments sell little rings with stickers on them, so you can attach to a case or the inside of a case and then make any case or any phone MagSafe compatible. Really, really cool feature. That's the first thing you need. The second thing you need is the cable to connect to your phone and computer. Now, on the Mac with an iPhone, you actually don't have to plug in a cable. You can do this wirelessly, but I always like the cable for security and reliability. The fact of the matter is that we've got dozens and dozens of devices in most of our houses that connect to the Wi-Fi signal. And so occasionally the traffic there gets weird or something gets hung up and you might lose your video image if you're not connected. If you connect with the wire, it actually still transfers the data wirelessly, which is a faster connection than most cables you'd be using, but it uses the wire for reliability to maintain the connection even if there is a wireless issue. So plug in one end to the phone, plug in the other end to your computer, and you're off and running. If you've got a modern iPhone, one of the latest models, I think back to the 14 Pro or so, 15 maybe, they're USB-C. If you've got any Android device, they are USB-C, which means that the cable that you'll need to plug into your phone is probably the exact same port that you'll need to plug into your computer. That makes it a lot easier. If you've got an older phone, a Lightning port, which I think I've got one of those here. Yeah, there you go. There's a Lightning port. If you've got one of those, sort of looks like the inside of a USB-C cable. That works as well, as long as the other end of the cable is USB-C or USB that can plug into your computer. Then you can plug the Lightning port into your phone, and that'll make the connection as well to maintain reliability for your high-quality video transfer to the computer. I'm telling you, it's so easy to do. You're saying to me, though, okay, that's great, Joel, for you. You're an Apple user. You've got an iPhone. I'm an Android user, and I'm on Windows PC. What do I do? Camo, folks. Camo Studio is the software that's linked in the show notes, and it is absolutely outstanding. It's from a company called Reincubate. There are also similar softwares for Windows. You may already have one installed on your Windows PC. I'm just not nearly as familiar with that world. My point to you, though, is spend a little time this weekend, if you're not already using this advice, trying this out for yourself with your own gear. You've got an amazing camera that would work for all of your video footage. You just might not be using it.